What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are all handling this quarantine situation in a very smart, sophisticated manner, and I hope that all of you are staying healthy during these trying times. This is my review for the Bong Joon Ho film, Mother. Another foreign cinema review, and I wanted to do another Bong Joon Ho movie because I love this guy. I loved Parasite. It is one of my favorite films of all time, and I wanted to check out Mother. This is a movie that centers around an overprotective and overbearing mother who is trying to get justice for her son who has been imprisoned for murder, and she is out to try to prove that he is innocent. I'm going to say this off the bat. I've seen two Bong Joon Ho films so far in my life, just two, and he's 2 for 2. This movie is fantastic. It is not as good as Parasite. You can't go into this movie thinking that you're going to get something like Parasite. Parasite, for what it is and for the story and the relevance that it's telling, it is very different in terms of the societal expectations and the hype surrounding it, whereas this movie, it feels a little bit smaller than Parasite, and the message is still kind of there, but it's not nearly as in your face or as easy to spot as Parasite is. But regardless of that, you have to judge this movie for its own values, and this movie is fantastic. This is a film that kept me entertained throughout because you have a very simple story about this overprotective mother who has a son who's very rebellious. He likes to go out and be in dangerous situations and to get himself in trouble. The movie tries to sell you on one thing, and eventually it kind of ends at a different thing. And I don't want to give anything away, but if you have watched Parasite and you saw kind of the twisty nature of that film, this movie has a very interesting twist as well, because Bong Joon Ho makes you expect one thing but gives you something different. And that's what I love about this film. That's the best quality about this movie, is I did not know what to expect. All I knew is that I was at the edge of my seat and very invested in this story and very invested in these characters. It's also really fantastic because of the great score. This movie has a very chilling score that really moves along with the pace of the film. Every time there's a dramatic beat, you can feel the music more dramatized. Anytime that there's kind of more of a thriller aesthetic to the film, the theme kind of comes in creepily and it makes it very eerie. And so the score, along with this film, really keeps you continually entertained, and it keeps you not only on the edge of your seat and invested, but it also just keeps you thoroughly learning. You want to know what is happening. You want to see things for yourself. And this movie doesn't give you everything. It doesn't tell all. This is a movie that's very hidden. It doesn't show you everything that you need to know. I love that about Bong Joon Ho. I love the way that he's able to write his films because he knows, as audience members, we're not idiots. We're not stupid. We can kind of put 2 and 2 together. And this movie allows us to actually do that, whereas he doesn't try to force feed us and sell us every single idea in this film. And so you could kind of have a bunch of different ideas about what is necessarily true and what is necessarily false in this movie. And I think that we could all have different interpretations of how this movie affects the social standard that we're living in. Because the way I got out of this movie is this movie really tells about justice and how justice is unfair and justice gets it wrong sometimes. And even when they are unfair, maybe sometimes they get it right, but the judicial system is so bad that it still ends up being unfair to the viewer. I'm trying to really navigate around certain things because I want you to go into this movie not knowing really what's going to happen or how this judicial process is going to take place. But I want you to understand that this is a movie that doesn't have to sell you on every single little idea. It shows you when you need to be shown. That is something that a lot of films don't do today. They have to exposition dump, and this movie does not do that. Nor does it have to try to sell itself short for anything less than what it is, because this is truly a fantastic film that is grounded in reality, that feels so universal in terms of the concept and the ideals and really the social issues that this movie deals with. I loved this film. It really does show a vengeful mother's scorn and a vengeful mother's love I mean, this lady will go at all costs. She will give up everything just to prove her son's innocence. And it's quite remarkable the way that this movie shows the passion behind the characters and how they feel towards one another, especially the mother in this situation, and how she's very overprotective. And it really makes the son uneasy and unpleasant at moments because of how overbearing she is. But anyway, guys, what did you think of Mother? Let me know down below in the comment section of this video. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe.